from Steve Austin.
He didn't even give Chris time enough to take off his ring jacket. What kind of respect does this Steve Austin have for a man that broke into one of the most prestigious sports in the world today? Look at him, just pointing his foot right into his teacher. Mark, I've never seen him like this before.
Well, the downfall of a human being is generally his or her own ego. We've seen that throughout the history of humankind, and it certainly is Steve Austin's trouble right now.
Well, the teacher is now having his own way as he gets a chance to take off his ring jacket. He knocked the student right to the floor of the world-famous auditorium.
Steve Austin just into the ring long enough to get the count of 20 started again from referee Tony Falk. His USWA excitement is wild here with Adams and Austin.
This man's arrogance is unbelievable, Mark. He's so cocky. He struts these aisles like he's Gorgeous George or something. And he's far from that. Uh-oh. Look who I see coming down the aisle over there.
Percy, you're absolutely right.
I can smell him a mile off.
It's Skandor Akbar. What is he doing down here?
I bet I could guess. You want me to make a guess? I bet he reaches to his pocket.
I bet he's got a wad of money or else a foreign object or both. Chris Adams over demanding to know what he's doing down here. Adams about ready to nail him. Adams crawls back up in the ring as he notices Steve Austin heading that way.
I'll never forget the last year, Mark, I've had some run-ins with Skandor Akbar. I know how this man operates. I wouldn't trust him. No way.
Had no idea he would be down here during this bout. But evidently he's got his eye on Steve Austin.
And I've seen that look before. He knows what he wants. He wants to dominate wrestling, dominate all the professional wrestlers. Austin grabs Chris Adams in a sleeper hold, Mark.
Chris Adams locked up by his former student. Adams trained him, taught him, motivated him, helped him personally, put him on television, brought him through the Wrestling Academy ahead of schedule. And how's this for gratitude?
Well, hopefully, gentlemen, Chris is going to teach him another lesson. Show him what respect's all about. Uh-oh, here's Raghead over here.
Skandor Akbar upset with the ringside patrons. You can see in the back of the picture. Those ladies love to bring their own cigars to blow in Akbar's face.
He's taunting me, that's all right. I'm not getting involved. Tony Fox checking gentleman Chris, but he's still kicking a little bit. He's sitting up. He's holding his hands up to show Fox, but he's still got some fight left. Gentleman's not going to back down.
Well, Adams has talked about the need to have wrestling and not fighting. It is a wrestling move in place now with the sleeper.
Chris right down his head.
Man's really giving it to Akbar and Steve Austin. That's not a wrestling move.
Every time Chris works his way to his feet, Austin snatches his hair back down. Akbar is just pacing around.
Great move by Adams to drop himself down to the seat of his britches, and that jarred Austin loose.
Chris gives him a hard right. Backs him up into the rope. Off he comes. Big clothesline by the teacher. Gentleman Chris.
Adams now over to grab him. Adams beginning to claim momentum in this bout. Uh-oh, down went the referee. Did Austin kick him when he got turned over on the body slam?
Look at that ball smiling. Now he's smiling.
Look out! It's Akbar grabbing the foot of Chris Adams as he went into the rope for the leverage. And Steve Austin has got some brass knuckles.
Referee Tony Falk didn't see it. He got knocked down to the canvas. He's still down.
Austin misses, gets turned over. The brass knuckles are loose in the ring. Adams sees what Austin was trying to do to him. Akbar pointing it out to Tony Falk.
He told Tony that they were Christian.
Uh-oh. Adams has a temper. He's not going to listen to this. Austin taking advantage.
He caught him with him.
Adams uses the brass knuckles. Uses Austin's brass knuckles on him. And the referee does not know what's happened here and signals to the bell to sound. But Adams doesn't care. Adams is all over.
They're rolling out right over here onto the table, Mark. I'm getting out of the way.
Yeah, they're out here on our lap. And Adams is a madman. The Chris Adams temper is exploding here. Tony Falk signaled for the bell to sound, but Adams didn't care. He just kept pouring the heat on.
Tony didn't see what was going on. He was down in the canvas. Akbar told him they belonged to Chris. A travesty of justice.
Akbar taunting Chris Adams a little bit. But you can bet Akbar's going to get Austin out of here right now.
That's the way he operates. Get out of here real quick. Look at him running up the aisle.
We'll be back to more USWA Wrestling Excitement.